From ice to rain. Let's check out what will emerge from these Soviet cabinet doors. Gonna be interesting. Not really. Anybody home? What a pile of crap. That's better. It took me an entire day to construct the formworks. Yet it only took me an hour to disassemble the thing and clean everything up. That is so unfair. You know, the scientist people say that everything in universe is equally balanced. Doesn't seem like to me. At least not in this case. The pillar though, I call it the beefcake pillar. Beefcake. Kinda looks half baked though. Like cement blocks have been stacked on top of each other. Looks kinda weird. I'm gonna see if I can mend this situation. Here we go. Mildly better. Beefcake. Beefcake. This thing should last. Yeah. But anyway guys, welcome to episode 2 of this zipline project. In the last episode we pretty much sorted out the foundation part. So this deal over here. If you missed out and are sort of interested, then click this link up here. Also the link will be in the description. In this episode we'll be focusing on building the platform part. For the platform part I'm mostly gonna build the thing out of lumber. But as things go, I'm gonna run out of my homemade lumber. So I have to go and buy some. Gonna grab you guys along for the ride. So you guys can also get to enjoy some desperate Estonian fall weather. I always mention what I pay for stuff, so for this pile, $255. Actually, the guy asked for 280, but I only had 255 on hand. He was pretty irritated, but who cares? I saved $25. I also took the liberty of just oiling the lumber before installation. I think it's a bit safer than trying to oil the thing while it's just hanging in mid-air with a deep abyss below me. Just like last time, I decided to go with used engine oil again. The great thing about used engine oil is that it's pretty much free and I can recycle the stuff. Other than coating lumber with it, I really have no use for used engine oil. And I think it will preserve the wood to some degree. So to my surprise, I actually needed quite a bit for this small pile. I think I ended up using about almost 10 liters of the stuff. So I don't know how many gallons that is. Maybe it's about 2 gallons. But anyway, now for the decisive moment. Should I take that plate down or leave it where it is? Actually, I believe I decided that in the end of the last episode. Only that I did not share it with you guys. So pretty much I wanna take it lower. I got about a meter out of the thing. I want the platform to be somewhere here in the end. There's actually multiple reasons why I decided to go for that. Number one is that I don't want to build any staircase up there from here. I just want to have a steady grade upwards. Right now from there to here, the grade is just too much. Another problem with this height is that the higher the thing is, the longer the zipline needs to be. So that tree will not cut it anymore and I would need to choose a different location. I do have a bunch of other options though. For example, back there I think there's Latvia, so if I were to make it a bit higher, I could pretty much just zipline my way to Riga. The third reason why this height is no good is because of center of mass. The higher the thing is, the higher the center of mass will be. I mean, the thing looks pretty sturdy, but eventually you will reach a point where the concrete will be unable to hold the structure steadily in place. So yeah, those are the 3 reasons that I managed to come up with. No idea if those reasons make any sense at all, but I'm gonna go with that for now. So basically what I'm trying to say, let's cut this thing shorter. I do have a game plan for that, and I think it might work. The golden grey bridge serves another purpose. Yeah. The view from up here though, pretty cool I would say. Yeah, I don't sense any movement. Looks like the beefcake pillar is doing its thing. Anyway guys, to kind of mend the situation. So maybe you noticed I have these 2 conveniently placed trees. My plan is to hook up a strap in between the 2. Then I'm gonna hook this bad boy up to the straps. Put some tension on the top plate. Then I'm gonna cut the piece out. After which lower the plate, well, lower. And then just re-weld the pipe. In theory it seems like a solid plan. So let's see how this thing goes. Guys, I have no idea where this thing came from, but he seems friendly. See? See? Yeah, you want a hug or something? Yeah, your breath, bro. It stinks like dead fish. Cute doggy, actually. Not sure what the jumping is about though. Bye bye now. Holy sh... Ah! Yeah, that was a headshot. Not sure what's that about. Okay, this is getting weird. So anyway, I can't believe that actually... Oh. So anyway, I can't believe that actually worked. It decided to cut about 80 centimeters away. And I think I have the right height now. One more little bonus is that the plate now is facing the right direction. Before the plate was facing in that way. But now it's facing where the zipline will actually go. I have no idea where this guy came from. Kind of a stray dog, I guess. Seems kind of friendly though. Right? He's looking at something. Mine koju. Go home. Not my dog. Not my dog. Although it would be cool to have one. Bye bye. So next up would be to construct a platform on here. Gonna have a walkway from there up to this area. Let's get to work on the platform now. Oh. What's up? What's up? Wow. Why do you want to jump on me? Apparently he stayed the night. Getting kinda cold now. Really glad I got the concrete poured in time. Right now it's -12 and that's a bit low. I'm not your daddy. This guy is clearly not afraid of heights. I actually called up the owner. She should be here in about an hour. Yeah, you're going home. This is not your home. Don't fall down, please. So actually the bolt did a better job than I anticipated, but it's still a bit off level. That's what I get for using warped out steel blades. But hey, rather here than the scrapyard. $10 to install this one, 50 minutes this one. Makes no sense. Now I'm thinking, should I place my faith in these 4 bolts, or should I add some sort of backup just in case? Me thinking that's probably a good idea. Maybe this will do the trick. I'm kinda skeptical that this thing will go through the plate. But let's see. It actually managed. What? Oh, that's cool. That's pretty interesting. What's up with this spot? Okay, well, the main frame pieces for the platform are pretty much in place now. Me thinking this is strong enough. The bolts themselves should hold this nicely in place, but if anything goes wrong, then the L shapes will be as a backup. I really don't see this thing failing on me. Unless that weld breaks, which is extremely unlikely, or the beefcake pillar decides to go on a vacation. That also seems kinda unlikely though. The contract I signed with this pillar clearly states there's no bay and no vacation. It has to work here 24/7 and that's it. Those were the terms it agreed on. Next part of this build would be to make the walkway happen. So let's do that now. You really never get used to the cold weather. It's pretty bad. Bad-ish. It sucks. Need to figure out some kind of a connection method. just for this project I went and got some really expensive screws. So these are supposed to be like super acid rust proof screws or some crap like that. One box of these was about $30 per 50 screws. So that's like 70 cents per one screw. What? Huh. I actually got 4 beams for this project, but I'm thinking 3 is enough. Yeah, definitely not. The 4th piece is just too far away. Let's go with 3. Now, before I start cutting and anchoring everything in place, I have to figure out this bit here. I want it to be off ground. Somewhere here would be pretty good. I'm kind of getting high now. Let's see how far I can go. Okay, super high right now. I'm getting my first snow with you guys. Great day to be alive. Have to cut it like this somehow. What? Oh boy, this is starting to look pretty cool. I'm pretty confident that it will hold. Next order of business would be to add decking boards to the walkway. I mean these guys. For this part, I'm gonna go with this thing. Needs some sort of fuel as well. The nails will be zinc coated, so outside rated. I think this part calls for some ants in the bands mode. What? This is not normal. Come on! Last freaking nail! One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15, 25. 25 seconds of lag. Seems about right. Walkway into heaven. This will be my final bath. Into hell. Pretty decent walkway, I would say. There are two problems with it though. First of all, I'm pretty sure this will be too slippery to walk on during the rainy and snowy seasons. So got to sort that out somehow. Another problem that I noticed is that the thing has some wobble in it, especially on this side. So 5 meters is clearly too much to only support the thing from 2 points. So me thinking I'm gonna add some kind of support in the center as well. So before I continue with the platform build on that area, let's sort out these two problems. Holy moly. All this game in just one night. Kind of slippery. Okay, before I continue, I should probably sort out the slippery problem. In the comment section you guys recommend me chicken netting, but they did not have any chicken netting available, so I went with the bunny netting instead. I mean, the length, perfect. So let's roll some netting and see if it helps. Now imagine if this thing was steeper and it went downhill. Just before the stream it would kind of curve upwards. That would be quite fun. But this channel is not about fun. It's about working your ass off. I follow a simple logic. Work as much as you can before you die because hell if I know, just work. That's how I roll. Yeah, this thing does not work. Phew, my hands. Oh, I need something better. Oh, that's a lot better. Wow. This is a huge difference. This solution is all you. Who recommended me this option? I think it's a lot better than what I did last time. Okay, well that sorts out the slippery slope problem. And don't forget guys, this was your idea. So yeah, I actually do listen what you say. Usually when I post a video, it will take me like 3 to 4 hours to read and reply. You guys have some crazy good tips and plans and ideas, so it's all good. I can't believe how good this length is. Add to the fact that there's like 10 meters in this roll, and combined I need about 9. So I'm pretty sure the manufacturer who designed and manufactured this was thinking about me. I'm guessing something between the lines of, okay, in about 10 years this wannabe Eastern European Andrew Gamarata is gonna build this stupid ass zipline thing, but it's gonna be too slippery for him to walk, so I'm gonna make this thing to make it not so slippery. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was something like that. Okay, well I got the slippery slope problem kinda sorted out. Let's deal with the other issue, the wobbly part. To install it somewhere here and support it from somewhere there. I thank you for your service, but you can get lost now. That shoot is not very good. Definitely should have gotten longer ones. In my defense though, the longer ones were about 70% more expensive. It was only like maybe this much longer, and the thing is almost twice as expensive. I can't wrap my head around that. I don't know. Pretty sure that did the trick. This should be fine. Anyway, next up, let's sort out this platform part. It's gonna be sketchy, but sketchy is all I'm about. I have two options here that I've been trying to kinda jiggle check out. First option is pretty simple. I could just lay the things like that and finished. One downside with that option is the deck will not be very wide. Maybe from here to here. Second option is a bit more annoying. I could set some 2x4s this way and set the decking board in the opposite direction. So because the first option will be cheaper and less time consuming, let's go with that one. Yeah, that works for me. Check the amount of snow on this thing. What? Bro, there's like 6,000 tons of snow on this roof. It's fine though. If it fails, then I can make another episode how I fix this roof up. What the hell? Feet are trying to cramp up. Yo, stop messing around, bro. we're being brutally honest here. The only reason I built this platform was to cut these branches, because they were higher than my ladder could reach. Seems pretty legit. Yeah. Quite sketchy. This seems pretty interesting. This seems pretty interesting content. Wouldn't you agree? I would say. Break time. What a crazy bastard. There is always that one strain that doesn't want to let go. Okay, well, it's semi-safe now. Thing looks like a platform at least. I mean, it could use some side bars or the things that will make sure that you will not fall off. Railings, yeah, it could use some railings, but at least the thing looks like a pretty dope platform now. From down here though, the thing looks like a really cool platform. That white end though, kinda out of place. Can't have that. That seems a bit better. This thing is definitely a beefcake. This thing looks pretty cool, I would say. I'm definitely no structural engineer, but I'm quite confident that this thing will not collapse. Quite the structure. Not sure if it fits with the cabin deal though. Maybe it does. I'm not sure at this point. I guess we'll see once I finish the project. There is still a bunch of things to do, but so far I'm quite happy how this thing is looking. I'm pretty sure this thing can even withstand a tree falling on it. I mean, if the tree was about this thickness. Okay guys, it's like, I don't know, 4 PM right now, so I'm just gonna pick this up tomorrow. Things always look a bit better when you can actually see something. Anyway guys, I think I'm almost finished with this episode. I believe there's only 2 more things to do. So number 1 would be to add some good type of railings to this platform area. Right now, kinda unsafe, only a little. And the second thing is probably the first step here. It's a bit much. Need to sort this out as well. So let's start off with the railings, and firstly let's add railings to this area, then work our way down. what a joke this is. Thing hits like 4 nails in a row and then just quits on you. I'm guessing it's the cold weather that is causing this thing to malfunction. Oh well, still cheaper than driving screws, because this amount of screws costs roughly as much as this nail gun. Honestly, I can't wait until I can go to the forest and cut some more lumber. Currently I'm really running low. By low I mean I'm out. Zero. Zip ni nada. However you wanna spin it. I am completely dry. Need a bunch of these now. kuradi paksud kindad, noh. Mitte muhvigi kätte ei saa. Kuidas see võimalik on? Ma ei saa aru. Luckily this thing does not have horsepower to kind of kick back at my face. Oh boy, what you just witnessed in about, I don't know, 5-10 minutes took me an entire day. What? Yeah, I figured this railing part is just gonna go by in light speed, but apparently not. Overall though, I'm pretty happy how the game out. This side I went full nail mode. I'm not really a big fan of screws. I think nails will overall last longer. The screws, they are kinda sketchy. For example, when I was driving in screws here, 2 of them just snapped off before even entering the wood. So that doesn't really build confidence. So I just doubled down on each connection. 2 screws in each point everywhere. Yeah, that should do the trick. Quick note here. I don't know about you guys, but I am totally sick of this episode by now. It has taken me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days to get this far. I just want to move on, but there's still a couple of things left to do for this one, sadly. So I need that first step, obviously. Then I need some kind of a door here. Right now it's not super safe. Completely forgot about this previously, but yeah, at least I remembered now. And then I need to oil the damn thing. I'm not sure if adding oil on wood in winter is gonna achieve anything, but whatever, at least it will look nice. So eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's do the step first. Now, some of you might say, hey, that's cheating. Well, what are you gonna do? Call the FBI on me? Be my guest. Then I can finally relax. How the hell I'm gonna sort this out? I have no idea. Turrets deck. Maybe I can use that. This could work. Okay, that end is supported nicely, but what am I supposed to do here? The ground is pretty much frozen solid right by now, so I can't use those posts anymore. I have to improvise. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I mean, in theory, it should work. Let's see what's what. Wow. That's crazy though. The support is kinda way off in the distance. As long as it works, don't really care. Gravity, where you at? You can't stop me. My theories will always win. I'm pretty sure that is strong enough. It's not gonna go anywhere. But at this point we'll get a lot of stress. Got to make sure this spot is nice and secure. I don't really get these screws. The screws that have this at the end. What? They're nothing but pain. What the hell? I'm pretty sure this thing is not gonna go anywhere. Guys, check this banana out. What? What? I only need like small pieces Maybe I can cut this thing up. Pretty cute little step, I would say. And the best part about it is there is no support under here. The thing is just levitating in mid-air. For those who know, they know. Anyway, next up, that little gate thing. So I've been actually staying here for the entire night, kind of trying to figure out what to put here. It has to be some sort of a gate that opens this way, and I have to make sure that it can't open that way. But I don't really want to build a gate. I'm kinda lazy right now. Oh right, I actually have a barn full of crap. I'm gonna go see if I can figure something out. This could work. This toddler's gate is like designed here. What the hell? Cheap, easy, and fast. I'm your man. Okay, well, I'm gonna oil all the untreated lumber, and because nobody wants to see that crap, then let's just skip that nonsense. Yeah? Yeah. And I thought this thing would not get any better. So yeah, this is how the thing came out. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah. Plus, I believe it does not really interfere with the cabin. It actually kind of fits very nicely next to the cabin. Maybe. even if this zipline project fails, I could still use this area as sort of a viewing platform. Actually, pretty kick-ass view from up here. You know, a drone shot would be pretty cool right now. This is all I can do. This is all I can do right now. Another use for this thing would be to cut branches from trees. So these two trees, three, are pretty much covered. But if I want to trim that tree, then I'm thinking I should add another platform there and then build a breach in between the two. That would be interesting. Not today. Yeah, not today. Anyway guys, I think this episode is pretty much complete now. So in the next and final episode of this zipline build would be the zipline part. For that I need a bunch of cable, chain, C-shackles, zipline stuff, and I don't know, bunch of more things. We'll figure that out when I get that far. But right now I'm not really sure when this third episode will be released, because right now I need to do some work for the cabin. So in the next video I will be focusing on the cabin, the loft area. It kind of occurred to me just yesterday that I actually have a live water line here, and it would kind of suck if the thing just froze here. Right now it's not half bad. Indoor temperature is +3 and outside is -1. So the thing will not freeze in those temperatures. But knowing Estonians' winters, it can get as low as -30. Then it doesn't really matter how much insulation your building has. Eventually it will still freeze. The outside and inside temperatures will kind of equal out. So in the next episode of cabin build, I will be insulating this loft area, the loft walls and the roof. But that still is not enough. I need to also add some kind of temporary heater to the building. I'm guessing somewhere here, just to make sure that the temperature stays above 0. I'm guessing about 3 to 6 degrees is perfect. And after I sort that out, I'm gonna continue the zipline project. Until then, as always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. By the way, I figured out what was wrong with this thing. Took me a while, but... So on this small compressor, I removed this water separator thing, and now the nail gun works just fine. So I'm guessing this thing was somewhat interfering with the airflow. Plus, check it out, this thing is like melted or something. It has some kind of a bow in it. So I don't know what's up with that. That is very weird. As long as I add oil to the nail gun, I think the water separator thing will not really do much. Maybe, I'm not really sure.